Everyone, welcome to our channel. Today I'm doing the 2-week update on my keto and intermittent fasting. So I haven't really felt any different. I haven't got the keto flu yet. Then again, I've been keeping my salt intake, I've been putting more salt on my food than normal. But I haven't felt like the keto flu or anything like that. I am, although, feeling tired, but like I said before in my previous video, like I don't know if that's because of my illness, because before I started keto, I was always like tired to begin with. So I don't know if that's still, moving over onto the keto diet or not. Any complications? There hasn't really been any complications other than just finding things for me to eat, because I do have a family, and they don't always want to be eating what I'm eating. So, although I would love to get my family into the keto lifestyle as well, my kids are just not having it, especially my husband. So it's really hard, and it's kind of like expensive to buy things for my family and then turn around and have to buy things for me too. But other than that, I'm trying to make it work as best as possible. And trying to control the cravings. It's funny because I had this dream the other day where I had the temptation to eat a donut and a couple of homemade cookies. And so in my dream, I ate them, and then I got on the scale and I instantly just gained back all the weight that I had been working so hard for the last 2 weeks to lose. And so that has kept me in check as far as temptations go. Also, this last week, I've been going through some emotional issues. I'm always in my feelings, but that's beside the point, along with stress and things like that. I feel like maybe I could have lost a little bit more, maybe another pound or so that I could have lost. But I was in my feelings a lot this week, and along with stress and, just problems here and there. But other than that, it's been going really smoothly. I'm trying to think of something else. I had wrote a couple of things down. Before I started keto, I wasn't the type of person that would eat a lot of sugary things, or have cravings for sugar. I wasn't really eating junk food. I don't drink soda. I always drank water or tea or something along those lines. But it seems of course, whenever you're on a diet, you know that you can't have it, and so you crave it more. And so I think that's my issue at this point, because I do see that donut, I do see that cookie, or something that my kids are snacking on, a French fry, something I know that I can't have, I know that I want it, but at the same time I remember my dream, and I'm look where you've came so far. It's only been 2 weeks, but still you've come a long way, so keep to it. So we will see how this next week goes. It's also that time of month again, and so I'm supposed to start my period at the end of this month, not the end of this week, and I don't know how that's going to affect things. I don't know how I'm going to feel. Hopefully things will stay, the same, and I will try to stay off the scale, because I know that your period fluctuates your weight. So, hopefully it doesn't like affect my numbers when I weigh in next week. Um, I have been thinking about incorporating exercise into this, but I feel like maybe that I need to get a hold of this keto like lifestyle for at least maybe a month. So I'm thinking of holding it off for a week or two to see, to get myself adapted and then work in the exercise. Um, so Also, another thing that I've noticed now that I'm thinking about it, so I was diagnosed with bradycardia, and if you don't know what that means, it's like where you have a low heart rate. And so, like, for the last couple weeks, while I've been on the keto, it's strange because, like, my heart rate is usually from, like, I don't know, like it goes from like 40 to 50. Sometimes it'll drop a little bit under 40. And I've noticed like since I've started the keto and intermittent fasting that my heart rate has been from 60 to 80. And like that's good, but at the same time it's like my body doesn't know what to do like with my heart, I guess my heart like rate being that high. So, yeah, that's the only thing that I'm worried about because it does cause a little bit of chest pain and like discomfort in my chest. But I'm hoping that will pass, within a couple weeks or so. Um, but other than that, like I feel fine. Let's see. Someone had asked me, like, what are your fears of losing weight the keto way or losing weight, drastic amount of weight like you want. And I'm like, well, okay, number one, I hear so much about people losing their hair. And I'm like, well, my hair is already thin as it is. Like, I can't afford to lose any more hair because then I would be bald. Um, so that's one of my fears. Of course, like any others, like person that loses a drastic amount of weight, that has been big majority of their lives. Like I'm afraid of excess skin. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, you should own that because it shows how far you've come. Well, yeah, that's true, but at the same time, it's like I know that my skin has been stretched out for so long. I don't think it's gonna bounce back like it should. So that's one of my fears. Another one would be probably going through more emotional things because my hormones would probably be out of balance and yeah, that's one thing that I'm afraid of, being even more emotional than what I already am. Um, because I don't want it to affect my family. I don't want it to affect my relationship with my husband. Um, but at the same time, I know he understands, what I'm doing, and he understands what I'm trying to accomplish with myself. So he's been a really good sport so far. So, yeah, um, that's all I really have to say about this last week. I kept my diet, pretty simple. Um, I really didn't eat a whole lot. Dinner time, I ate, you know, the basic. I kind of like stick to the same thing. Like I switch it up every week. Um, Last week I did something, and this week, something different. But, I've tried to stick kind of like with the same meals, which is usually like some kind of chicken and vegetable. And I've kind of like stick to it. If like, because I've been on the fasting as well, I've been fasting for 16 hours, and then I would have that 8-hour window. So, I start my fast, 16-hour fast at 8 p.m., and then I'm able to eat at lunchtime. And so usually at that time, like, I'm still not hungry. And I know, like, I should force myself to eat something, but it's still hard. Um, so if I do eat lunch, it's usually like eggs and bacon, or eggs, avocado, and bacon. Usually for dinner, it's usually chicken or some kind of vegetable, or bacon, or like chicken and bacon and some vegetables, avocados, some fatty oil or something like that to put on it. But yeah, I've been keeping it really simple because I don't want to overwhelm myself and be like, whatever, I give up. Um, but yeah, those are like the main things that I've been eating. So I will get to the numbers now. Um, so I weighed in last week at 260, and when I weighed myself yesterday morning, which was Monday, I weighed 256. Or 256.2. So I had lost roughly 4 pounds in 1 week. And I will show at the end of this video a before and after picture. So you'll know where I've come since last week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. 4 pounds in 1 week. That's still a lot of weight. So I have lost a total of 17 pounds in 2 weeks. Yeah, I will keep you updated. If you haven't already and want to join me on this journey, or see my updates, see what I'm doing, just follow me on my journey. If you just want to follow me on my journey, then subscribe and hit the notifications so you'll know whenever I'm going to post my video next. So with that being said, have a good day.